Welcome back everybody, this is Brothermutant here. Today we're going to continue our journey to complete the main god Saga. Now, if you recall from our last episode, we just got done helping a couple ghosts out, and we have come across a couple other little quests that we need to solve. One of which involves this gentleman over here, Severn, who's been basically falsely imprisoned, we hope, for stealing a crest that he did not actually steal. He apparently, according to him, was mugged, and we're going to investigate that. But first I wanted to talk to the jailer here to see if he has any insight as to what's going on. Oh, again, did you need something else? I'd like to talk to you about Severn Thatcher. It's a sad affair, but I'm afraid I can't talk about pending cases. I've decided to investigate the case. You can investigate all you want. I certainly can't stop you. Truth to tell, I wouldn't want to if I could. What does that mean? I'm sorry, but I really can't discuss open cases. But suffice it to say, I'm not convinced of his guilt. Why not? Well, it just doesn't make any sense. I've known the man my whole life. He's no thief. The brewers want him putting the stocks outside. Embarrassment is the only way to get people to act right, they say. But I'm doing everything I can to drag my feet on that one. If you can prove his innocence, the only ones happier than me will be he and his wife, I'm sure. Anyways, he's right through the door over there. You should probably see what he has to say. Thanks, excuse me. And we've already talked to him. And we already know what's the what. So, kind of went out of order, I guess. Should have talked to the jailer first and then him. But, I've already done what I'm about to do here twice now. And that's why this video is taking so long to get to you guys, is because it's actually failed on me 2 times. Once, we had a technical glitch with the recording, and the second time we had a glitch with the game. So hopefully we fixed that issue. So I'm going to do my best to repeat everything that I've done already. And what that means is we go over here and go straight to the wagon to investigate it, which is what Severn suggested we do in the first place, as he supposedly had a kerfuffle outside here, hit his head or something, and that's how he got wounded. This old decrepit wagon left to the elements to rot has sunk to its axles into the mud. Now that you know to look, you can clearly see the scuff marks in the dirt and the scrapes along the sides of the wagon that have revealed the lighter colored wood underneath the weathered exterior. There was clearly a struggle of some kind here. The signs of a struggle are clear, including where Severn Thatcher was knocked down. Throwing up points to a dark red stain on the wagon so subtle that those with an untrained eye would certainly miss it. The second party of the fight made off to the south into the hills, not along the road. The trail is clear and should be easy to follow. If you can follow it, then I'll follow you. Let's go. Right, just keep up. Okay, so now we actually head to the area where we think the mysterious stranger had fled to. And there is dialogue choices, and we'll get to that here in a moment, but I'm going to again repeat the ones, and hopefully we'll succeed like we did last time. So I'll tell you what happens. Whispering, "Hold, the fool is in the glade immediately in front of us." Not a bad job of tracking. That's a bit of an understatement, don't you think? It was a damned phenomenal job if I do say so myself. Teasing. I don't think so. We're a bit slow, don't you think? No, I don't think so. In fact, only a rank amateur wouldn't be able to appreciate that what a fantastic job of tracking that was. In fact, I would call it art. It was that beautiful. She smiles and gives you a quick wink. Now come on, let's go scare the snot out of this guy. Start walking. Okay, so we have a gentleman over here, and we have, let me find the spells. Now spell is going to come in real handy here, hold person. This is the one I used last time, so we're going to try it again, hope for the best. There was another option of tricking him or tripping him or something like that. Yeah, tripping it. Yeah, dexterity. So I could bump it with animalistic power, but I'm not going to because, again, I didn't last time. I went straight up. It's only one guy, so I'm like, well, hell, the 2 of us, we should be able to handle him. So we did, and all the way we did it was basically by talking to him and using a whole person spell, locking him in place, finding the crest. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. If it fails, I guess we'll see what happens next. Finally, you were supposed to be here hours ago. What took you so long? I've been waiting for ages. Wait a minute, why are you wearing that symbol? Isn't that tier symbol? And this was the choices we made last time, so I went with bluff, because I have no idea which one I have a better score in. I can't say as I got a better score in either. And last time it didn't work. So, bluff, you're not the only one who employs disguises. This time it did. And we got some XP, and it has a pretty high DC for that. I only had a +1 to it. So we got real lucky there, folks. Let's see. Success. I see. Yeah, that's smart. Okay, you brought the coin, yes? Do you have the item? Will I be here without it? Of course I got it. Now the money. How much was it again? What? How can you not remember? It was 50 gold, not a copper less. And last time I did not pay him. I suppose that's a way out of this, where we just pay with money. I never tried it, and I'm not going to this time either. I'm going to go with 3. Liar. You're trying to cheat me. What are you trying to pull? We already settled on this. Wait a minute. You're not the one I'm supposed to meet. Bluff. Relax. I was only trying to ensure you were the one I'm supposed to meet. Failure. Yeah, that's what happened last time. Oh, hells no. The dig's up. I'm out of here. He turned to the fleet. Now we have a choice to trip him, which is a dexterity check. We can run after him, which I didn't do, or let him go, which I won't do either. We have a whole person casting, though, and that's what I did last time. And this time it worked, too. Beautiful. I have yet to see a roll on that, so maybe it is an automatic success if you have a spell. That is cool. Success. The man's pace grinds to a halt. He now stares unblinking and unable to move, searching for the crest. Drive through his pockets and pouches until you locate the crest in a large padded pouch, flung across his back. Quickly slide into your own pack. Now we could kill him, wait for the spell to wear off, or leave him alone. We're going to wait for the spell to wear off, because I want to interrogate the guy. As interesting as he might be to talk to, have you considered that whoever or whatever he might have wanted to meet may be here at any moment? To the contrary, the fact that they might show up is the perfect reason to stick around. I'd like to talk to them. Sure, talking is what you want to do. I'm content to talk, but if they push it, I'm willing to do more. But wait. A few hours later, the effects of the spell wear off. In all that time, despite your diligence, you've seen nothing of any contact. Can't believe they never came, though. With them, you never know. There's something a bit odd about that one. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. I have no wish to meet the people who hired me without that crest. First, tell me about the ones who hired you. My contact only spoke of the mistress, though who she is, I have no idea. I only know that the contact is scary as hell. His voice is ice, and that's the nice part of it. But now, I really need to start getting out of here, if I'm to have any chance. Now, we could kill the guy, or we let him go. I'm going to let him go, because killing him seems weird. I would rather arrest him, but that doesn't seem to be a choice, so I'm just going to let him go. And he bails, and we have a backpack to grab stuff from, if we will do so. Nothing stellar, just some money and some stuff that we might need later. Now, here's our family crest. Now, the one other thing that was in this area, and now maybe this is part of the, if things go south, there's this rock cliff here. This rock face looks to be jagged enough to allow you to climb down to the valley below, climb down, and I'm just doing this to show you that you can get down here. There's nothing down here now. I think if he escapes, maybe he comes down this way, tries to flee, and you corner him downstairs, basically down here. It's a cool little area, but I've checked this whole area for anything, and there's nothing down here. So it's entirely possible this is where the contact shows up, or he shows up, or flees to. So maybe this is where you go, but you can get down here if you need to. But since things went so well on that one, I did last two times, matter of fact, is I pushed my luck. We still had spells. There was no reason to go right back to the camp. So I had a chance to go somewhere else. Now, if we open up the world map, you can see we have a lot of choices. We have Neverwinter, which is where we're from. The lighthouse we've been to already, and there should be nothing there if I remember anymore. Rune Temple, there is that chest that we still couldn't unlock, and we still don't have enough skill and points to get to unlock it. Swamp Glade is somewhere we might go. Dam, small village. Forest Glen, this one right up here. Here's Neverwinter. Directly north of it is the Forest Glen, and that's Tyr's third vision. Told us to come here and solve that. We're going to avoid that one because I want to finish as many as possible. Westmount was one that we needed to go to. Winterglade, I think, is where we're at right now. So Westmount would be the one we'd want to go to for that gentleman that basically come up to us that his grandfather was labeled a traitor. So there's a quest for that. Why the dam in the small village, I don't know, but they're there. Oh, these were probably, when we went to the Rune Temple, remember we got a map location of all their basic outposts and whatnot, so this might be a couple of their outposts. Same with the Swamp Glade. So I think we're going to go to the Swamp Glade because that's where I went last time. So again, I already know what's going to happen here, but I'll buff up in the same exact manner, and you'll see why here in a moment. Because we're about to get into a fight, I wanted to show you what I did the last 2 times I ran this one. There's a couple trees in the area. I can't find anything else except for these 2 trees, and they have basically blood moss and other stuff that will pick up. Just crafting components, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, if you look at your map, we have absolutely nothing over here. This is our end of our map over on this part. A big area over here, which, of course, for anyone that's played this game, screams of, confrontation, cave, something, right? We're in a swamp, so I've marched this way, steady Eddie, and before we get into the fight, you'll see it. So this is why I can buff up and say, it's fair, because I would have saw it last time, and you'll see what I mean. So if you hold down your Z key to light stuff up, boom, there you go. You see, we got a blackguard, a skeleton warrior. Blackguard basically is an evil cleric, for lack of a better description. She has her own little minion skeleton warrior, and it actually doesn't go away when you off her, so you just as easily pick one over the other, but she's the caster, so she's the one I worry about. And of course the black dragon, and that scared the bejeebus out of me. So, since I saw that the last time, I said, well, we're probably fighting evil, let's buff up against evil. And it never hurts to have magic weapons. For me, or my partner. Nice little attack bump for the both of us for hours. And I think he even popped off a bless spell. I can't remember. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I waited for the fight. Yeah, because bless doesn't last very long. I don't think I did. And again, you still have some other stuff here. We got an invisibility potion here yet to use. Tournament Dead's going to come in super handy here in a moment, and I'll show you that here in a second. She has her spells, but I don't want to use hers if we can help it. This one could come in handy. Bark Skin would be super handy. It would bump her armor class to Stellar Mouse, but I'm going to make sure to shut off her spellcasting ability. If I can find it. Healing, Curing Hands, turn that off. Unuses, turn that off. Yep. Okay. Save. And that's so she doesn't do anything stupid. Remember, she is a fighter primarily. Her spells are usually buffs. So if we run over here to talk to these guys, the dragon basically gets pissy with you. Yes, here are the ones I told you of. Come forward, womanling, and let me get a good look at you at last. After all, I have smelled you from the moment you stepped onto my lands. Ah, you have the stench of tear on you. Oh, and this must be the one the mistress warned me of. Come, let us destroy him at once. Not so fast, puny one. I have no interest in this fight. If you want the Tyrant destroyed, you do it. I shall watch with amusement. But we had a deal. No, we were negotiating a deal. But there is as yet no deal. If Malar's forces are as capable as you say, you will easily best this Tyrant and his ally, and we will then conclude our talks. If not... Ah, Malarite, the best laid plans, eh? Spare me your juvenile taunts. I don't need the dragon's help to destroy you. Why did you ask for it? The question was never one of the end result, but rather the effort I would have to expend to achieve it. With the dragon's help, it would be none. Without it, it is still minimal. Oh, I suggest it be a bit more than that. You see, the Tyrant will undoubtedly want to know the plans we were discussing, and I'll gladly tell him, if he defeats you. Of course, Malar may be peeved if such information falls into your hands. Little woman, so fight with all your might, little though that may be. So now you both have good reason to fight. Both of you try it to last a little while. I fear this shall be the only source of amusement I have for the day, and I'd hate for it to be over too soon. Enough! Malar will be most unpleased by you, but that shall have to wait until I have dispatched the meddlesome Tyrant. She attacks. Alright, now, she jumps us. The first thing I did last time was basically turn him dead because the skeleton's right here. Let's see if we get lucky. Yeah, we are. I don't know. Basically, at this point, we just mugged the crap out of her. She has spells, of course. But we're doing okay. She just buffed herself. She got some bolstering power, so she should get hit harder. And she dispelled her character's spells, but it didn't last. It didn't work. So we got lucky there. Yeah, that happened last time too. Alright. Well, last time I looted the body because, quite frankly, I wasn't sure that the dragon wasn't going to just turn on us and kill us. Or kick us out of his domain, so I'm just trying my best to repeat what happened last time. Now the skeleton can't attack yet, because it's still under the effects of the turn undead, which is why it's slightly green. But it does wear off if you don't kill it quick enough, and it's problematic, but it's not that problematic. I mean, it's a worse fighter than she was, so in the grand scheme of things, we'll kick its ass. A little damage, though. Come on now. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay. Alright, shit. Oh. Owie. Come on now. You guys are taking way too long to kill this thing. Oh, I forgot I needed a blunt weapon for this one. Come on now. There we go. Now it leaves a pile of stuff as well. Take a hint. When you talk to the dragon, find out about these negotiations. Ah, Tyrion, you have triumphed. I'm not surprised, though I admit I was hoping it would take you longer. You mentioned something about a negotiation? I did in order to get you both to fight harder. Now that the battle's over, what motive have I for keeping my word? The dragon emits a low rumbling that vibrates through the very ground, even as it bears a mouthful of teeth at you. And look at that thing, man. That is just an awesome looking dragon. Very cool. However, it makes no move towards you, and as you notice its massive chest shake, green fumes billowing at intervals from its mouth and nose, you come to realize it is laughing. Oh, the look on your face. Relax warmly. I'll tell you what I know as I promised. The long and the short of it is that the Malorites were willing to add significantly to my horde if I devastate the lands to the northeast of the human village of Daggerford. There are 3 small villages they wanted destroyed in succession, the names of which escape me now due to their irrelevance. But their true targets were not the villages. They were just the bait. The Malorites had reason to believe I would be opposed by a cadre of Tyrian paladins numbering around 35, so they said. These were to be killed as the primary targets. Why were the paladins the primary target? They did not tell me, but I did not ask. I can only surmise that the eradication of these paladins would make their plans easier to enact. Truth to tell, killing the Tyrans would not have been distasteful to me. How did a bunch of Malorites know these paladins would oppose you? I have no idea. Perhaps the group is well known to the worldlings of the area. They certainly aren't to me, but perhaps the Malorites have them under surveillance. Surely doing such a thing would require more than gold. What else was involved? No, gold itself wouldn't do it. I admit the thought of unleashing my acidic breath upon Tyrans is one that fills me with intense joy. What do you intend to do now? The Malorites have not transferred any of the promised gold to me, and should they return, my price has no doubt gone beyond what they are able to pay anyway. You see, I have no problem destroying 3 villages, and rending apart a group of paladins might actually be a rare treat, but I was under the impression that Tyr's attention was diverted elsewhere. Your presence here and now shows that it is not the case. And a fight between the gods is not something that even one of my draconic majesty cares to involve himself in. No, I shall remain on the sidelines for this one. Of that you can be sure. Perhaps I shall get a few years' worth of beauty sleep. The thought of a bit of slumber is not unpleasant either. Then I'll leave you to your rest, allowing you no mood to fight a dragon. The dragon flicks its tail towards the grove's exit as if to indicate that you are to leave and turn away suddenly disinterested. Thank you, goodbye. Now, in all honesty, I have attempted, like an idiot, to fight the dragon once. Your partner refuses to help, and I can't say as I blame her, because, quite frankly, they're big, mean, and scary. And it was a one-sided battle, to be sure, so I would not recommend you guys to take it. But I wanted to see what happened, and since I was already repeating it, I'm like, well, I'd already saved, so what the hell? Yeah, that was a big mistake. So, don't do it. Just say no. We are heading back to town now. We have, of course, completed A quest, the monstrous bargain. You have managed to thwart a Mallory attempt to entice a black dragon into ravaging the western heartlands as a means of goading the Tyrian forces there into battle. You have no doubt saved the lives of dozens of your fellow brothers and sisters in faith, not to mention the countless innocents that would have perished in the conflict. And of course, we have the stolen crest here. After investigating the scene of the altercation, you were able to track the thief to the rendezvous point and recover the crest. You can now return to Navitronius and report to the town constable, by God Ragnarsson, to set Severin Thatcher free. And the other thing I'll point out about this, which is why I bring it up, first time I did this, it was successful, of course. Problem I had was when I went back to town, I was trying to talk to him about the crest, and they wouldn't talk to me. I talked to him, I talked to the guy in jail, I even talked to the guy who had his crest stolen, and none of them would talk to me about it, and I was wondering why. I forgot that I had passed the crest off to my partner. You have to physically have the crest in your possession to talk to these people. And at that point, everything progressed fine. So just save you guys a little trouble there. So we zip. I'm going to use the proof of myself that I do have the crest. Yep, there it is. Just make a beeline for the door. And we'll actually unload this extra gear that we have here. And we'll just dump it inside this guy's place. Hopefully it'll still be there when we get back, if we ever want to sell it. But there's nothing that we needed to keep. I just grabbed it and ran. Matter of fact, let's lock this place up. And
listening.
We'll have her just drop, 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 drop. Yeah, she has the other shield. Just checking to make sure I'm not dropping anything I need. She has a warhammer in case we want to hit with something heavy. I have other stuff here, but I'm okay with keeping it, I think. So, anyway, she's underweight again, so we're good there. I've, of course, taken damage too, so, you know, actually, if I was to play true to form, I would have healed up at least a bit. I probably want to heal her as well. I probably would cap us off, unless it was just the small spells. And I have enough of them that I probably would. Yeah, matter of fact, I think I will. Last time I fought those guys, the skeletons didn't hit us nowhere near as hard. So, I got unlucky with my swings, I guess. But we're fine. And again, I would have pressed on still, even with these spells. You know, it's just the low-level ones that I've lost. Now, I have lost, of course, the long-term buffs, which is kind of a bummer, but I still have magic investment if I need it, and I'll use that in a pinch. Oh, say hello again. Did you need something else? I'd like to talk about 7. Yes, have you learned anything new? Yes, I have recovered the crest and know who stole it originally. Tell the complete story. Excellent work. Stay here a moment while I fetch a few people. Very well. Okay. Okay. And so you see, Claymore, Mr. Thatcher is innocent after all. Thanks to Nico, the proof is clear as day. Claymore Brewer takes the crest in his hand and examines it thoughtfully. How do we know that he isn't simply covering for Severin? How do we know he tells the truth? I would just risk my life to recover your property, and the thanks I get from you is to be accused of being a liar? Exactly. Furthermore, Nico is well known to be in the service, temporarily, of the lady herself, and the fact that he is a member of the Tyrian clergy puts his word clearly above reproach. Damn Skippy. Now, do you really wish to accuse Nico of being a liar? Think carefully. No, of course not. Thank you for returning my crest, me. I'm sorry. I suggest your moves are anything sinister. I just want to be sure I can trust Mr. Thatcher to be on my property again. I assure you that he didn't steal your things. In fact, he tried to prevent their theft. Yes, Brewer, so I would think that means you can actually trust him more than you did before. You have to excuse Claymore, Nico, but we have little but our names, families, and history here. A person's crest around here is tied to the past, to the outside world. It is simply beyond monetary compensation. It's okay, I've already forgotten it. When everything is settled, Severin, you are free to go. Thank you, Ward, and thank you, Nico, for all you have done. You are welcome. There is, of course, a lesson in justice to be learned here. As a member of the Tyrian clergy, I do not feel I can let this moment slip by without stressing to everyone the need for strong proof in order to convict someone and deprive them of their freedom. A wise lesson for us all to learn from this. I couldn't agree even more. Yes, I understand that. Excellent. I need to be off. Excuse me. Farewell, Nico. Peace out. Alright. So, that's more or less with the application of a few more healing spells and I would have liked what happened the last 2 times I ran that encounter. Yeah, I used the whole person on purpose. It's a beautiful thing to hold the character and not have to worry about fighting him. We could have killed him. We may have had more gear on him, matter of fact. So I never considered that. But I didn't want to just gut the guy while he was being held. It just seemed like a non main god Saga thing to do, I guess. And we didn't meet his mysterious benefactor, so we're trying to purchase the items. So there's that. The next thing I did was I went back here and went to another locale. So let's actually do that. We'll get you to the place and then we'll make a quick save and call it a day. So I can get this thing actually up finally. Alright, so we went here. Again, now we've done everything here. The next choices were Dam, Small Village, Forest Climb, Westmount. Winterglade I think we've already been to. So Westmount is the one I went to because I'm like, oh, that's that quest for that one guy's grandpapa. So I said, hey, let's go there, see if we can't clear this guy's name. And this is where I have my corruption. So let's make sure it works. Okay, cool. So it appears that we're here. Now there is a big base, I guess you call home, whatever, fort. And I've scouted this whole area before on one of my playthroughs, and out here the only thing I could find was a skeleton, decaying bones. I couldn't find anything else, so I'm just going to zip right to it and get a rusted shield, which is completely useless. So why even go and do it, I don't know. They give you a shield that basically it's a -1 to it, so it's a +2 -1, so it's a +1 shield, so it's a piece of piss. Why the hell you even want? I don't know, but there wasn't anything remarkable about it that I noticed. I just thought it was kind of funny that they gave it to you, especially since you've stolen and beaten to death so many guys that had good shields, that we all have good ones. You know, it's kind of why the hell did you give me this piece of crap? But I suppose you could sell it. So anyway, so we'll get you up here, show you what I saw last time, and then we'll call it a night. Yeah, there you go. Remember he mentioned that they got infested with bugbears. Now they're neutral now. I'd imagine. There's a nice crow there. I'd imagine that if we go up on these guys, they're basically going to pummel us, or try. And now we have buffs, and I feel confident that we can take them. But I think we'll do that in the next episode, just so I can get this video out for you guys today. I do apologize for it taking so long, but with the audio errors that I had in the first one and the second one glitching on me, it just didn't seem right to skip ahead because I'd already saved at that point, and you guys would have missed all that content. Apologize for running through it, but again, I showed you everything I did last time. With that, my name is Brothermutant. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.